Well, my name is Mr. Mohammed. I'm a the front desk. Prefer you guys because you always want to talk to somebody. So can you please state your names?
My name is Lena Long, and this is my daughter, Leanna.
Okay. Do you guys know what we do here?
No,
Okay.
we just came to talk to someone. We needed help. That's why we came.
Okay. So before we talk about anything, we have a confidential agreement that we go through with our clients. Anybody that walks in and talk to anybody. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get signed this agreement because it just means whatever we talk about today stays here.
Okay.
Right? It's just with our agents, nobody else, no third party, unless you're hurting yourself or your daughter or anybody in the public. You are safe to yourself, then we notify that authority to take precaution safety.
Okay.
Okay, so please sign the form here, and you can sign for your daughter.
Sure. Okay, go.
Thank you. So I know you want to talk, so please tell me what you guys want to talk about today.
Like we even tell people persons in front of us that we needed help. Like we came to Canada 3 years ago. Was my daughter, me, and my husband.
What my mom's trying to say is that she's really struggling financially.
Okay.
We don't have money whatsoever to survive, and there's no income that can cover our costs of our housing, food. Like, I work, but it's not enough to
Yeah.
cover. And expensive, and all the savings that we had, it's gone.
Okay, can you please tell me what makes you? Seems like when you mention your husband, you kind of
Yeah, I know. I get. Yeah.
kind of got emotion. So I just wanted to know, in regards to your husband, can you please go in detail?
Sure. My husband, he committed suicide 3 weeks ago. Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that happened to your daughter.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Thanks, baby. The fact is, like, he was he was the only person that bringing income to the family. He was
Yes.
the only one working full time. He committed suicide 3 weeks ago. All the savings we had all went to the funeral. So we literally have nothing right now. Like no money. It's
All the savings we had went to his food.
yeah, it's all of it, and like I
Rent.
can't even pay the rent. Rent's already overdue for 5 days.
They're gonna kick us out.
Yeah, they told us like 3 more days, and like our stuff will be outside that apartment.
Whatever money I make, it's just
Not
enough just for like a few days food.
Yeah,
for me and mom.
that's
First of all, I'm mentioning again. I'm sorry to hear that your husband has died. And has there been any family, friends, neighbors support? Anything?
no, because when we came to Canada 3 years ago, because we were planning on having a family, like because you know how China's one child policy is. So we planned to come here, but then my husband was a doctor. Um, he was a neurologist, and he couldn't find a job in his field here. So that got him really discouraged, and he started working into fruit milk factory. And we were struggling hard at that time too. We barely had enough money to meet the ends.
Yeah.
So it never crossed my mind to have another kid. We were so fed up with Canada, we just wanted to go back, but our daughter would get a good education, everything. So we just like, it's a couple of years, can make it through. We can make it through, but him not being here, I don't know what we could do. Like we can't even pay the rent, and like we have no one here. None of our family members lives here. My family, his family, everyone's back in China. I'm like, it's just me and my daughter, and we didn't have time to make friends too. So it's just that our neighbors were trying to help us, but as much as they could. So one of us told us that we could come here and get some help. So that's why we came.
I'm glad you came to us. We can definitely help. We can definitely refer you to agencies and other companies. We can definitely help you. I mean, so I know your husband died
Yeah.
recently, right?
Yeah.
And do you have any? Can you share me any like similar like? Can you share any good memories about your family and what it was like?
He was a great man, like a great father, a great husband, great son. We we were together for like it's almost 30 years. We have been in our teens when we were together, and he was the best husband honey could ask for.
Much, yeah, that's
Yeah,
really that's good.
it's just he was a really good man. He was strong. I don't know what made him to give up on life. It's just hard to that he could leave me alone. Then he thought that yeah, that's here with me, so
Well, can I share you guys a similar story that I might have? Well, a couple years ago,
yeah.
recently lost my young sister as well, right? To unknown death, we don't know what the death was about. We found out in the middle of the night, right? So the only way that I cope with her memory is by collecting photos, maybe all conversation we had, maybe talk to parents about the conversation that they had. Like that helps me, I guess, talking about it and seeing her photos. That's something that we can all use. You know what I mean? Like, we can use an image for him, like visualize him whenever we go out, or just remember him all the time, so we can come to terms to accept our grief, okay? To accept the reality that this has happened already. Okay? So I won't say I understand you completely, but I had a similar situation. That's how it went. And all I want you to know is that I do care, right? And I'll definitely will find help for you guys and suggest you guys. Yeah. So you told me how you feel. How do you feel about you that passing away?
It's definitely been a struggle because now I don't have a father figure in my life, and he was the one I actually looked up to, and I wanted to follow his footsteps of becoming a doctor. But all of a sudden he's gone, and it's just I don't even know what to say, how to feel. I'm, I'm still in a shock because it was just he's there and now he's not, and I can't do anything about it.
Like I said, I'm really sorry to hear that's happened to you and your mother. We'll definitely help you, whatever help that you guys came in for today, which is mostly financial assistance
Yeah,
due to your husband that died
yeah,
recently.
yeah.
And now you guys need help and support for the rental as well as food. Is that not getting that right?
Yeah, and I can't even go back to China. I just don't want to go back.
Okay, so what I can for you guys on Ontario Works, right? Ontario Works deals with financial unemployment assistance. So what they do is they'll give you basic needs, which is food, clothing, all that stuff, as well as shelter. So they'll partially help you rent, right? And what they do is you have to apply either on the phone or online, right? Pre-apply, so pre-screening. So with that, and when you do that, then you get a call saying that you're eligible for Ontario Works, but you have to bring proper documents to see a caseworker, right?
Okay,
So
so
the
it's
caseworker,
like sorry to interrupt.
no problem.
It's like well, we applied there and they gave us basically money to kind of survive for a couple of months maybe or
Is till you find a job. Yeah.
try to find
So
a
they'll
job.
help you. Then, like I said, they deal
They'll
with employment and
oh,
financial. So they'll help you, support you in
get a
helping you,
job.
yeah, paying your rent and food, providing food, and also paying help you find a job. So they'll send you to workshops and sessions for employment opportunities. So they definitely help you find a job. They can even help your daughter find a part-time job,
She
or
already
even
has one.
okay, that's perfect. Yeah, so she'll have to bring her income statement from the job that she makes. If it's part-time, it won't affect you that much because depending how many hours she's working, it should be okay. With Ontario Works, they allow you a certain number of hours that you can work and still receive Ontario Works because you'll be the main applicant and she'll be your independent child, right? So I'm gonna give you a phone number, right, to call for the first processing online or on the website as well. I'll give you the website link.
Do you think it will make it easier? Yeah.
Right?
I can do that, yeah. Yes.
Because we don't mind them.
Yeah. So once you do both of those,
Yeah.
somebody will call you, a caseworker will make an appointment with you to
Okay.
go see them, and they'll explain to what Ontario Works about. Then they'll explain to you your rights and responsibilities, the application process, and they'll also explain to you about employment, etc. Okay? Is that something that's
Yeah, that would definitely help for now. Like unless and then after it'll be better till I get a job.
Yeah.
Then after that, we can pull it off. You know, that's what your dad would want us to do anyways.
So how do you feel so far with the regards to getting referred to
Yeah,
Ontario Works?
yeah, that's great. Now, like, yeah, it's really
A
good
good
option.
help right now.
Yeah, we really need that help right now.
Okay, well, I'm glad. Is there anything else that I can do for you guys?
Mm, For now, that's
We're good.
you're good and you're okay. That's a lot of help that you gave it to us, and yeah, because we didn't know anyone, so you gave me that help is a lot, and thank you for sharing your story. It really did help.
No problem. So I'll give you guys my number and extension. Just call anytime you want to book an appointment to come see if you want someone to talk to. We do have in our agency, we do have a social group for support in anything, whether it's anger management or whether it's grieving, anything. We do have social support for families, individuals. So you're more than welcome to come to participate in those. Okay. Here's the number. All right. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. Have a
And
good day.
I'm glad that I helped you with that. All right.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Hi, ladies. Welcome. Welcome to Ontario Works.
Thank
you.
you.
My name is Amna. I am your caseworker, number 808. I basically deal with participants of Ontario Work. So, how are you ladies feeling today?
Okay.
We're good. We
Good?
filled the application online
Alright.
and say we're eligible for receiving some
Okay.
financial assistance.
So, you guys are familiar about Ontario Works
Yes.
a little
Yeah,
bit,
yeah,
Yes,
right?
we are a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, and didn't say any money there.
Okay, so I'm gonna basically tell you just a little bit details about what Ontario Works is, and then we're gonna talk about money. All right?
Okay.
Okay. So basically, Ontario Works is temporary financial support for people who are in need of financial help. So what we basically do is we provide you with money based on your needs, as well as we help you find a job. Okay. Since I covered a little bit information about Ontario Works, I'm just going to start off with the confidentiality of Ontario Works. Okay, so basically, we share our information with the governor, provincial and federal. So whatever we say here gets documented and gets shared with the government. And apart from that, anything we talk about stays here. Okay. However, there's one thing: any information that you provide to me has to be true. If anything is false, there are going to be consequences. Okay?
Does that say that in there?
Yes, it says here.
I'm not sure about it.
Okay. She's saying it's right.
Okay. So I'm going to start off with you, Miss Wong. I believe that the settlement worker already told you what information that we need.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to tell you about all of the information that I need right now, and then I'll provide you with this here, so you can just make sure that you have it and give it to me, and I will just put it in the application. Okay? So right now I would be needing your social insurance number, your health card, immigration papers, your husband's death certificate.
Yeah.
I would be needing your bank statements for your daughter and you. Would be needing your rental agreements as well and rent receipts. I would also need information about any assets you have. Do you have any assets?
No, we sold everything.
Okay. Okay. Do you mind if I ask you some questions about your husband's employment? Because I see in your file that he had full-time job.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you if he had any benefits.
Well, he had benefits, but then it got cut off after his death.
That's understandable. What about life insurance policy? Nothing. Okay. Can I also get proof of school attendance for your daughter?
Yep.
Yeah, everything's there.
Everything's there.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, now I can
Yeah.
state that. Quick question. Do you have any sort of loan on you or any debt?
No, thank God we don't have any loan.
That's good. So I'm just gonna talk about once you start receiving benefits. You will have to complete an employment action plan with your caseworker, which is basically me. And this is called a participation agreement. So you basically have to show it to us, Ontario Work, that you are making an effort to find a job and that you are eligible and you are what's the word I'm looking for here? You are worthy of getting Ontario Works benefits. Okay? So let me just put this in. Okay. This is what I'm going to tell you. So the minimum, let's talk about the money. So the minimum that you would be getting, Miss Wan, would be at least 600, okay?
Yeah.
And your daughter would be getting 250 because she's a dependent child as well as for her needs, necessities, okay? So in total you would be getting 850. And I see your housing, your rental agreement.
850, yeah.
It's $800. So you have enough for now, right?
Yeah.
So
And I make 400 part time, so
which would be a good help.
cover our bills
Definitely.
and food.
Definitely. So this is good. I'm also gonna tell you about other services other benefits that you're eligible for, such as they're listed right here, and I'm gonna give you this information before you leave. Okay. So you're eligible for the food programs. Okay. You would be receiving dental care, which is emergency dental care, for ages 17 and under.
Okay.
That's Healthy Smiles Ontario. This is the program. You would also be getting.
Sorry to cut you off. So she can get it before she turns 18?
Yes.
I want to check the dental.
Yes, that's good.
Emergency only if it's hurting, no.
Yeah, so
You
if you have
having
any
a
cavities.
right now.
Yeah,
We'll go there.
Okay, so we definitely can set that up.
That'll be good.
Your medical supplies, if you're diabetic, would be covered. Diabetic or surgical supplies, dressing if you're butt hurt. Okay.
Do we get a card or something?
You would definitely get a drug card. I was just about to talk about that.
Sorry.
No, don't worry about it. I was just about to say that. So drug card, you are eligible to be getting a drug card. Okay, so that would basically cover your medical.
So drug card is like when you get you get like your medication from doctor.
Yeah.
You'll be covered.
It'll give us like 80% off.
Yeah. So exactly. So
because we're on OW.
She knows.
Yeah. I read that on the website.
Okay.
Yeah. And another thing that I would inform you about would be the split pass for you, because you go to school, right?
Yeah, I take the bus.
You take the trans. Yeah. So this split pass would cover 50% of your monthly bus pass. All right. Okay. So now I'm gonna tell you about the rights and responsibilities. Okay. And then we're gonna end off with signing the application. So
no problem.
Okay. So this is what you guys need to keep in mind. So if there are any changes in your living arrangements, or if you have any changes in your income, you have to inform me right away. Okay. And you have to report to me about all your assets. Let's just say in future. Okay. If anything, you have to report it. I'm also going to talk about another responsibility that you have, which is for repaying all overpayments you have, even after you leave Ontario Works, okay? You're responsible for following the rules of Ontario Work program, including honest reporting of all circumstances and changes of circumstances that affect your eligibility. So this is what I want you to do. Sign it off here, which states that all the information that you have provided to me today is true. And if anything happens, if anything is false, you will be held accountable for it.
You get a copy. You get a copy.
I'm about to go make a copy for it, and I'm going to give it to you before you leave.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna end it off by telling you about our caseworker who deals with employment. So she's basically gonna help you with employment opportunities, job search, resume building, and credentials, and etc. Okay. So you can book an appointment downstairs with the receptionist, whatever time you're comfortable with. It's here. Now? You can go now. Yes. And her name is Geeti. Okay. And I will give you her card. I will give you her card here, and then you can tell the receptionist to book your appointment, and I will definitely talk to her after you guys leave, and then kind of give her a little bit of information about that, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Was this helpful, guys?
That was really helpful.
Thank you. Finally getting some money to pay rent, so I'm happy.
That's really happy.
Thank you very much for giving us those information, assisting us.
And I hope everything goes well from here, and all the stress that anything that you're facing. I hope it goes soon. Okay.
Hope so too.
Strong people here.
Now we got money to pay rent, so we're happy.
All right.
And we're gonna get in. How long is it gonna take? About 48 hours.
Yes, 48 hours. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I read that. It says on the website when you
Definitely.
Yeah, if you're eligible for it. choose ours.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright.
And have a nice day, ladies.
You too. Have a good day. Geeti, speaking? Sure. I'm coming. Hello. Come in. Have a seat. Okay, so how are you today, Miss Lana?
I'm feeling okay.
Okay, good. And I see you've met with Amna, and she referred you to us for employment opportunities. So how can I help you today?
Well, I basically need to find a job in my career.
In your career. And can I know what were you? Like, what's your career?
I was a pharmacist back in China.
Oh, pharmacist, that's great. And you want to find a job in your field?
Yes.
Okay. So, well, just Miss Wong, that we might do some like credential assessments and some exams for Board of Canada in order for you to get a job in your field. But just and you said you need a job to pay the rent and like to make some money as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let me divide it this way. You want a job, but since you said you have applied in many places, but you did not get a job since you have no Canadian experience, right? Okay, got that. And so I'm just going to do a goal development with you right now. First thing, you want to find Canadian experience.
Yes.
Canadian experience. Second would be
my credentials.
Your credentials. Third, I need job, part-time job or full-time job for you. For now, and then your ultimate goal is get a job in your career.
Yes.
So, am I getting this correct? Like, that's what you wanted right now. That's fantastic. So we have to cover some things. So, for you to become a pharmacist since May 2nd, 2013, which was last year, Canada made it harder, kind of, for international students as well as Canadian students to work in pharmacy, become a pharmacist, because before it was just a bachelor degree, now it's a doctor degree. So you basically would be a doctor pharmacist with a DR in it. So for you to find a Canadian experience, one thing I would suggest, if you're interested in, you can start by volunteering, volunteer opportunities.
Okay.
And volunteer opportunities, you can do it at any schools or in here as well. We have some fundraising events which we would like to have help from. Like it's for multicultural, so we like to have like different people, different communities to get involved in. So it would be something that you're interested in. Definitely to get experience. It's great. And also, if you don't mind, you can even tell your daughter Liana that she can even volunteer and get her like 40 first school. Yes, you need a community hour. So
tell her.
Yeah, and since you're because you're in Ontario work, so your bus pass would be covered, so it wouldn't be a problem to get the transportation. I said. Okay, and okay, so that's for your hours. That's what I suggest. And then after you get a community hours, I would suggest you to come for our resume building workshop and cover letter. So you can work on your resume and add your Canadian experience into your resume. And for you said you want to find any job, right?
Yeah.
So for that, what I would suggest is like try to find a job either in any supermarket that has pharmacy in it. Like you see when you go to Shoppers Drug Mart, there's a pharmacy in there. Superstore, Walmart, No Frills, any company under Loblaws or Shoppers Drug Mart's under Loblaws too that has pharmacy in it. So this would gain you experience into that company. So if you become a pharmacist, you get your credentials and you become licensed in Canada, in Ontario, if they need someone, they would rather hire you because how Superstore works, they work under a union. So if you have more experience, they cannot hire somebody outside. They have to hire you because you have experience. You are under a union, so you're unionized. So that would be a fantastic place to start working at and start building that experience, that seniority into union. Do you know what union is?
No. Could you please explain?
Oh, sure. By union, I mean to say you. It's somebody who's gonna speak up on behalf of workers.
Okay.
So no one can like cut off your hours,
Okay.
and no one can fire you without a legitimate reason because they have to answer the union.
Okay, so it's kind of like an organization.
It's a kind of organization that protects the rights of workers.
Oh, that's
so if you have a more opportunity, like more seniority, and they need a pharmacist, they have to hire you because you are the senior.
Okay.
And they cannot hire somebody from outside if you get your credentials.
Okay.
So that would be a place to start a job in. That be helpful?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. Okay. And for you to do your getting your credentials, so that's when the kind of expensive, messy part comes up. So for here to become a pharmacist, you have your degree, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your transcript.
Okay.
You have it with you?
I guess I do actually.
Okay.
Here?
And that's fantastic. You have translated in English too.
Yes.
So you would need this, of course, and they are all stamped and everything. Fantastic. So yeah, got this done.
Thank you.
Okay. So how it works here is like after you are your degree, what you would do is like you would apply for a language assessment test.
Mm-hmm.
That's not requirement of the college, like University of Pharmacy. That's requirement of provincial government.
Okay.
So once you have to be either fluent in English or French. So after you pass that test, and there's like a fees to that you have to pay when you're giving your test.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, it's around $150.
Okay.
But I'll double check that for you.
Okay.
So that would be a cost that you have to pay to get the test done.
Okay.
And then I have to show you this, Miss Wong. Then after that, you have to do 4 another exams or tests.
Okay.
So one would be the PEBC.
Mm-hmm.
This stands for Pharmacy Examining Board of Canada.
Okay.
There's part 1 assigned and part 2.
Okay.
Part 1 would be your written test,
Okay.
which is $375.
Oh.
Yeah. And the second part would be a practical part, which would be $950.
Oh.
Yeah, they're costly.
Expensive.
It's expensive. And since you're in Ontario Works, you can get that half of that covered. But then that's the way. But then it's better to have an experience before you apply into these programs.
Mm-hmm.
Third would be, I would say, you have to do a legislation exam, which is $250 again.
Okay.
And you have a 12-week assignment. The 12-week assignment is like you have to work under a pharmacist, and you have to fill 500 prescriptions.
Okay.
500 prescriptions, and there's like weekly assignments that you have to do, and that's under $350.
Okay.
And if you fail any of these exams, you would not be licensed. And you have, in your lifetime, you have 3 opportunities to give these exams. So after your 3 opportunities are done, this is very sad to say, but you can be licensed.
Okay.
So that's why a lot of people, what they do is they take a break and then they go back into their schoolwork, because if your chances are missed, you can't be licensed.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the costs that you need to cover.
Okay.
And for that 12-week assignment to get the which is 500 prescription,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I would suggest is like if you get a job into, before that, like you have to get like experience, do your volunteering, come to for resume workshops and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you get a job into a pharmacy, if you get a job into Walmart, Shoppers Drug Mart, anything, and then they can refer you to the pharmacy section just for the volunteering to do your 500 hours.
Okay.
So I'm overwhelming you with a lot of information, but
Yeah.
I hope they are helpful to
Yes,
you.
they are.
That's definitely okay. And but if in the futures, if you want to go into like Canada level and want to work outside Ontario, then you have to go into University of Toronto, our international pharmacy program.
Mm-hmm.
That program is like it's $65,000 each year, and that would be you would get licensed like on Canada level or globally.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Oh sure.
Is it possible that I can get the the pamphlet of this all information if you're just providing me?
Oh yeah, I have it right here right
Alright,
now, so I can just I'll give it to you.
Alright,
And if you
thank
have
you.
hard time understanding any of these,
Okay.
you can come back or give me a call, my extension. And
Okay.
one more thing, I've said that you are in link class level 6, right? Before you even apply for the language assessment test, you have to finish level 8.
Perfect.
So that's a long-term goal, and I would be keep checking on you each 6 months for the job fairs and everything for your resume building, and see how your progress is.
Alright.
It was so nice knowing you, Mrs.
Thank
Wong,
you.
and I hope my information helped you.
Thank you very
No
much.
problem. Have a great day.
You too.
Enjoy.